Hey guys, your boy Sean Bellamy back with a brand new episode of Philly Eagles Talk here on my channel. And the Philadelphia Eagles are now 13-2. We fall to 13-2 after losing a very good game on the road against the Dallas Cowboys, 40-34. Dallas did beat us 40-34. Coming into this game, the Eagles, just as the number one seed, we just needed one more win. One win just to clinch the first round bye and have to lock up the number one seed and also win our division. But again, with this loss against Dallas, we did not do that. We still can do that in our final two games against the New Orleans Saints next week at the Link at home and against the Giants in the last game of the year. Obviously, I preferred, a lot of Eagles fans prefer that we just win next week against New Orleans and we lock up the number one seed and win the division and don't have to worry about anything else, which I think we are very capable of doing. Coming into this game, also, Jalen Hurts was reported throughout the week that he was not going to play because he suffered a shoulder injury, more of a sprain, whatever, against the Chicago Bears last week in Chicago's win in those weather conditions, whatever. And I thought a lot of Eagles fans, like I said, we did not need this win. This win is more so for Dallas than it is for Philadelphia. And even for Dallas' sake, them winning just kept us from locking up the division. But right now, I believe Dallas can't drop any lower than a fifth seed. I think they can still kind of move up if the Eagles, Vikings, and Niners kind of fold and give Dallas a chance to move up in the standings. But I think Dallas can only stay as low as a fifth seed. They can't drop any further than that. Just be going by the standings for the rest of the season. But yeah, like I said, Jalen Hurts did not play this game. Gardner Minshew came in, and because of how well we play as a team, I honestly believe that I still had the thought, okay, we can win this game, and we had many chances winning this game. The game we started out was amazing. We started out 10-0. We started with the ball first and kicked the field goal. Then Josh Sweat had an amazing interception against Dak. When Dak tried to roll out the pocket and dump it off to, I think, it's tight end. Josh Sweat had an amazing athletic play. We jumped up, basically snatched the ball down, pushed Dak out the way, and got a 10-0 lead. Dallas came back to make it 10-10. And then I believe we took the lead. And then it went to halftime, 20-17 Eagles. So already against a very good Dallas Cowboys team, I was literally feeling good. Like, yo, we're going to halftime. We're up 20-17. We're moving the ball very well, and everything. And then we even had a chance for a lead up 27-17. Dallas came back again to make it 27-27. And I believe they took the lead 34-27. We responded to make it 34-34. And then a turnover, fumble by Miles Sanders, which I will go over these turnovers in a little bit because that was the Achilles heel for us in this game. We had 4, but again, I'll go over that in a little bit. Turnover by Miles Sanders gave Dallas a chance to Dallas was up 37-34 at the time with the turnover late in the fourth quarter. And then our defense did hold Dallas in the goal line stand, but held Dallas in the goal inside the 10. And Dallas kicked the field goal up 40-34. Gardner Minshew did leave a nice drive down the field. Devontae Smith was amazing. So I'm going to go over the good and the bad in a little bit. Devontae Smith had a great catch, jumping catch, with like maybe 50 seconds to go. And we got inside Dallas's 20-yard line. We just could not get a score. And we couldn't score in those 4 plays. And like I said, Dallas went on to win 40-34. As far as, let's just go over real quick the good and the bad. Let's start with the good. I will give Gardner Minshew a good grade. Obviously he's not Jalen Hurts, and that's no disrespect to him, but Gardner Minshew made some really clutch plays out there. Some throws was definitely okay here and there. There was situations where you kind of saw him backpedaling a lot, and really it's like he was choosing to run or scramble, and then he kind of just, again, sometimes he seemed a little fidgety out there, but I still would give him a good grade because there's nothing else you could have asked your backup to do in that situation, dude. He scored 34 points. Well, 27 if you take away the Josh Sweat interception on the defensive side, but he scored 27 points. You can't ask your backup to do anything better than that on the road in Dallas against a good Dallas team. So I can't give Minshew a bad grade on that. The other good thing is Devontae Smith. Devontae Smith is a bona fide superstar. You can argue with the wall if you don't think so. That man is a stud. For all the talk we heard about how he's too skinny and all these hits he's going to take when the people coming out of the draft, when he came out of Alabama, everybody's like, man, when he gets hit, he's going to be folding like a chair. Devontae Smith could take a hit, man. That dude is freaking tough. When he gets hit, his skinny ass gets right up and just pops up and does, and he just makes clutch plays. He had one clutch catch as well. I believe it was also in the fourth quarter where he caught the ball like this, and I can't point the camera at my foot, but it was a nice little just toe tap solid catch near the sideline. He had a really great day, and I think him today he went over 1,000 yards receiving. So that's two receivers the Eagles have in AJ Brown and Devontae Smith over 1,000 yards. I thought AJ Brown played very well as well, but you got to give your hat off to Devontae Smith, man. He balled out. Also, last good thing I got to give is to Nick Sirianni and Shane, our head coach. I thought they called a really good game. I thought there was definitely some times we still should have ran the ball here and there and get Miles Sanders involved. But I thought overall they did call a good game. Again, against a very good Dallas Cowboys team led by Micah Parsons and them dudes, I thought we shredded them. I thought with as much as you can do without Jalen Hurts in the game, we put up good amount of points. Dallas was really not a threat at all in the game as far as offense or defensively stopping us on offense, which leads me to the negative, and that was the turnovers. What sums up this game, if honestly why we lost, dude, is the turnovers. Eagles had 4 turnovers that kept Dallas in the game every time, dude. Dallas, I think, scored at least 17 points off the turnovers or whatever. I forgot how much they scored, but the point is, if we don't commit those 4 turnovers, dude, we win this game easy. Like, every time we went up 10-0 or up 10 points or whatever, we did everything we can to shoot ourselves in the foot. Just bad penalties, not just bad penalties, but like I said, turnovers. Just Gardner Minshew had 2 interceptions. One interception I think was clearly his fault, where it was just a bad spy try to throw the ball to Quez Watkins. The second one, Quez Watkins, who I'm gonna talk about in a little bit, literally looked like he got muscled for the ball by a Cowboys cornerback. Like, it just like Quez Watkins was not fighting for the ball at all at times, and the Cowboys immediately took advantage of it every time Gardner Minshew was targeting Quez Watkins. But and then the other 2 turnovers were fumbles by Boston Scott off a handoff, and another fumble by Miles Sanders when he was trying to cut back and kind of get some yards. And I think it wasn't Micah that did it, but another Cowboys, I think D lineman punched it out, and the Cowboys recovered. Like I said, that gave them a chance to extend the lead late in the fourth quarter when we obviously was trying to go down the field and possibly win it. But yeah, those 4 turnovers cost us. There's no other way really to look at it. I really do believe if Jalen Hurts would have played this game, I know Dallas Cowboys fans said the same thing for Dak if Cooper Rush, but again, I'm just going to say as Eagles, bro, I'm being honest. I really do believe if Jalen Hurts would have played, dude, we would have won this game going away. We scored 27 points with our backup quarterback. We was moving the ball hard as hell against Dallas. If Jalen was in that game, we would have probably scored 50. Their defense could not stop us at all, like the first time we saw Cowboys. Other negative thing, I gotta give our secondary a negative here. I really don't know what's going on with the secondary the last couple of weeks, 2-3 weeks, whatever, but it just seems like, and maybe John DeGan, our defense coordinator, with a soft zone coverage plays a part. But these dudes, man, these corners who have looked so sharp throughout the entire season has just not looked the same these last couple of weeks. Definitely, if you want to even say the last week, definitely tonight. They were awful, man. Like, we could not cover CeeDee Lamb if our life depended on it. I think the Bulls named Josiah Scott, I think, is our backup slot corner. He is awful. Every time he's out there, he's barbecue chicken for every team that's going at that's playing us. Avonte Maddox got hurt, which really hurt us, obviously, in the game. But as far as secondary, I love Darius Slay. Darius Slay got cooked a couple times. He's been getting cooked, it seems like, this whole month. I don't know what's going on with him. The biggest play of the game, one of the biggest plays of the game, was a 3rd and freaking 30. The Cowboys had the ball. We got 2 straight sacks after going up 34-27. And holy crap, I thought the momentum was going. It was like 8 minutes in the fourth quarter. We was feeling ourselves. We're doing really well. And it was 3rd and 30. I told my girlfriend, the only way that they get this is if it's a pass interference or some defensive holding, or they throw a Hail Mary and someone immediately get a broken coverage or whatever. There was no way there's no other way Dallas could have got a 3rd and 30. But Dak Prescott backs up, just throws a bomb down the field. It was a dime. He threw it. And for some reason, Ty Hilton, the receiver they signed 2 weeks ago, I like Ty Hilton a lot. He caught a nice throw by Dak, and I think it was like a 53-yarder for 3rd and 30. I literally sat there with my mouth wide open. It was nothing amazing Dallas did. It's just basically like Dak just threw a Hail Mary to say, go get it, and we gave it up. Now, when you watch the replay, because my girl Tariah called this out, when you watch the replay, for some reason, Darius Slay, our all-pro corner, number 1 corner, was watching the backfield. When he was guarding T.Y. Hill and he's backed up, because it's like, dude, you don't have to play up. He's playing back, which is fine. It's 3rd and 30. They have to get 31, 32 yards to get the first down. For some reason, he was looking at Dak the entire time. Dak just watched him look at him, and he just threw it up, and he got behind Darius Slay. Now, Josiah Scott also came over and got mossed as well by T.Y. Hilton, but I can't give it on to Josiah Scott. That has to be on Darius Slay. There's no way you give up that pass, dude, if you're looking at your receiver. I don't care how good T.Y. Hilton is. Dude, there's no way, dude. And like I said, I love T.Y. Hilton. I think I really do like him. It's a pro's pro. But I really don't understand Darius Slay in that situation, dude. Our secondary was god-awful today. And I still do believe, and I also put in there's also side negative, Jonathan Gannon is, I honestly believe he can cost us in the playoff show. His scheme, whatever, dude, is still atrocious. Everything else. We did do a better job in the second half kind of containing CD when they sent some double teams here and there. But I really do not trust Jonathan Gannon in the clutch moments in the playoffs when our defense need to make stops. He's just so okay with being not aggressive in situations you should be. But besides all that, I can't shit on him for that, dude. There's absolutely no way on the 3rd and 30 you got to give that up if you're Darius Slay. The secondary was absolutely fucking terrible, dude. Absolutely terrible. So that was the main thing, you guys. Again, it was turnovers, and I thought our secondary definitely played awful. We sacked Dak 6 times. So I can't say the defense in general played awful, but there's just no reason that and it's no disrespect to Dak and their offense and CD in them, but to give up. Your backup quarterback scores 27. Y'all dudes give up 34. Well, basically 40. I did not see that. If you would have told me Minshew was doing enough to keep us in the game and actually putting us over and we were scoring and moving, I would have told you we're winning this game. But 4 turnovers, dude, it don't matter how bad a team may be or how good a team is. If you have 4 turnovers, dude, you're going to lose that game. I don't know how you giving Dallas short fields. The Eagles thought it was a good idea, man. Dallas got away with one. But listen, shout out to them. They got the win. The Eagles deserve to lose, though, because of those turnovers and because of that 3rd and 30. That, to me, was the biggest play of the entire game. We still had a chance at the end, which was nice and encouraging to see. That's why I'm not really super upset, because, again, we still could clinch the playoff spot next week. And I'm 100%. The only time I would start getting in panic mode is if we don't beat the Saints next week. Because then it's like, all right, dude, now we have to win our last game of the year in a division game against the Giants, where the Giants are probably going to be fighting for their playoff lives as well. We have to just take care of business against the Saints next week. That's it. Beat the Saints next week and be able to chill, because we also have some injuries. That was also a negative thing, I should say. Lane Johnson went out with a head injury, I think. Vontae Maddox, like I said, he had a toe injury that happened early in the first half. And Jordan Davis, our good defensive tackle, rookie defensive tackle, also got hurt. Injuries at this time in the season, dude, is a negative, and it sucks. I hope it's nothing really serious with any of these dudes, because this is around the time you want to get healthy. That's why you have to take care of business and beat the Saints next week, so we can just relax and chill for the next couple of weeks into the playoffs, where we get that first round bye and everybody comes back healthy. That is what we're looking for, man. I know the Eagles really won this one. As an Eagles fan, I wanted this one, but this is probably the first time losing to Dallas. I'm not upset, because it is what it is. Like, we deserve to lose. Dallas got the win. Cool for them. Hopefully everything else turns out. Like I said, Jalen comes back 100% healthy. The question everyone's going to probably be asking is, should the Eagles play Jalen Hurts next week just to be sure that they lock up against the Saints? I say I am okay with playing Gardner Minshew to a degree. Like I said, he had his moments where it's like, damn, do I miss Jalen? But again, you don't want to rush Jalen Hurts out there, your franchise QB out there, and he's not 100% just to lock up a game. You should be able to win without him, in my opinion. If Jalen is like 90, 95%, cool. Throw him out there and let him go to work, and the Saints get him out the way. And but if he's not still up there, if it's borderline like 50, 52%, he's still not 100%, no. If he's not even close to like 90-some%, I would still keep him out, man. Because you do have a good week. It's Saturday. You have the entire week to kind of see where he's at. I know he wished he was out there today, but you don't want to take a chance on getting him any further injury in a game that you should be able to take care of as a team without him. But again, if he's good, throw him out there and see what happens. But if he really, because again, if the Eagles win, as we should win, hopefully on Sunday again next week against the Saints, if we win, we can literally sit Jalen for the next couple of weeks. We can really relax as a team and let everybody else decide who's playing who while we're sitting with that first round bye and waiting for everybody to come to the link for home field advantage. So again, shout out to Dallas. They got the win. The worst thing, like I said, the Eagles can do next week is if they lose, because then it'll be Panic City. And that'll be the rightful time to panic, because again, you don't want it to come down to you and the Giants. Even though we took care of the Giants the first time, you don't want it to come down to a division rival who could be trying to ruin your postseason plans while they're also on survival mode. It's division games are scary. You don't want to deal with that. So let's just win next Sunday. I think it's Sunday, whatever. We play against the Saints, lock up the number 1 seed, and everyone just gets to be happy for the going forward. That's it, you guys. I am out. Peace.